Hey, this feels so funny. I am now a girl with a podcast who has videos. Hey, y'all. Thank you for. Okay, so I did my first visual episode, and it was a little scary. Not gonna lie, but I'm excited to be giving it to you guys, and I really hope you enjoy it. I was out in the woods, trial and error. Um, yeah, I hope you enjoy it because this is a lot. I feel like it just needed a little space before I actually started. So this is the space before I actually start. You're welcome. Here we go. Take it away, Dime. Lord. Okay. Life. Hey, I'm Dime. This is becoming great, and you are you. This is now the third recording of this, and hopefully my microphone doesn't die. I feel like I was really into what I was talking about, and yeah, but life goes on, and you make it what it is. You make it what it is. So there are so many bugs out here. I just want to say that I've been out here for like maybe an hour and a half, and they were not this crazy like the first hour, and then I start recording and they want to be all up in my space. But also, I did a tarot reading for myself just to kind of get the energy. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm always a little nervous whenever I record or whenever I do something that has to do with my mouth. Always a little nervous. So I wanted to get good energy. Yeah. So I pulled the Eight of Cups, the Star reversed, and the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups underneath it. And I think that really speaks to me just knowing that whatever I talk about is it's right. And if not right, it at least needed to come out of my mouth. I don't care if nobody listens to it. I don't care if nobody relates. I don't care if nobody likes it. I relate. I said it. That's what it is. And maybe that's a little cocky. Maybe I shouldn't, I shouldn't be feeling myself like I'm really her and I really, yeah. But I'm really her and I really, yeah. So, yeah. I feel very cute and I would sit down, but there was literally a spider on my leg. There was an ant on my tripod. There was a spider crawling next to me, and then there was something else while I was standing. So right now, I don't really feel comfortable sitting. I don't feel comfortable sitting. I'm just here. I really hope the I hope the audio for the first one that I did is audio enough. If it is, I'm going to put it in right here. If not, we're going to continue. This episode is about identity. I've been this is funny. I was going to say struggling again. I was going to say I've been struggling to figure out what my identity is, but I don't think I've been struggling. I've just been slowly falling into what my identity is. And because it's not fully 100% lived in or fully 100% known to me, it has this energy of struggle. You know what I mean? I I'm a black queer woman who is in her first queer relationship, who actually, I take that back. I've been in a lot of queer relationships with straight niggas. They just didn't know it because they was really acting like bitches. But I digress. I'm in a loving relationship with a woman. That's what I'm gonna say. Because niggas really be bitches and don't want to accept the fact that they were really the feminine energy in that masculine feminine dynamic. But again, I digress. We're talking about identity. Um, I've been trying to step into my identity as a podcaster, step into my identity as an artist, and step into my identity as an adult woman, actually. So it is funny just kind of going through the world having to just be myself. And I don't know. I'm going to read the definition of identity. Is that okay? Can I do that? It has three definitions. I hope you guys don't mind me walking around. Like I said, I really don't want to sit in the chair. I guess I could back the chair up. So that way, if I do want to sit, it's there. Oh, there was a spider web. Ah! Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Nature. Part of me is like, I should have actually worn pants instead of trying to be cute. But I also thought I was gonna be on my on non-attachment. I thought I was gonna be on the other beach and not this one. And I've never been on this one. But I realize every time I come here that you really have to trust your intuition because you are being divinely led. Okay? Don't second guess. That's a crane. I'm really in the wetlands. Oh my goodness. Okay. But you really have to trust your intuition because you see shit like that. I got walked up on by a goose. I got walked up on by a goose, bro. And that shit was scary, but it was like, nah, bitch, be calm. I'm giving you nature. Enjoy it. So now I get to enjoy the crane. Oh, I get to enjoy the spiders. Thank you. Oh, yay. Thank you. I get to enjoy the ants. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'm calm again. I'm calm again. I'm going to lift this up. Okay. So that I can stand. It's like a better. Oh, okay. The definition of identity. There's three of them. I like the last one the most. And yeah, so the condition of being a certain person or thing. That's one. Two, the set of characteristics by which a person or thing is definitively recognizable or known. And the third one is the awareness that an individual or group has of being a distinct, persisting entity. And ooh, every time I read it, I kind of get like a different integration of it because persisting almost means that it's never ending. And another one of the words that I wrote down, unfortunately, I didn't write down the definition, but and I guess two of the words is synchronous and simultaneous because that that to me gives the energy of persisting. It always is, and when things are synchronous, they are in this alignment that you know, or it's happening all at one time. You know, like that's also how I wish I would have run it down. And now I'm kind of at a disadvantage because my phone is on like 10% when I started recording the other one. And I left my iPad in the car. So, yeah, I cannot do definitions unless I wrote them down right here, which is funny. But still, this idea of being something that is persisting through all of time. And I guess because we are human, our identities can be changing, and I guess that is also this energy of simultaneous. Like, if you are under the belief that all the time is happening all at once, you can, if you've seen everything everywhere all at once, you can ideally tap into the information that you need from a timeline that is not this one. Also, think like the Matrix, how they would just like plug in and then they would have that thing, like how he knew karate. Yeah, think of it like that. It's like, oh, it's like this idea of meditating. Maybe sometimes you do. Ooh, okay. Maybe sometimes you do have to meditate on the you that you are becoming, and that allows you to tap into the simultaneous realities that are happening and persisting all at the same time, and it allows you to better create your identity, or piece together. In the other piece that I made that may or may not have audio, I said that finding your identity is like piecing together a puzzle. Um, and you know, like when you're doing a puzzle, you're like, fuck, I can't find the edge piece. I can't find this piece, but it's really just flipped over and it's waiting for you to find the other piece that it connects to so that it can like, yeah, you're just like, no, uh, oh, you almost fell in the water. You almost fell in the water, bro. I saved your life. Look now, don't say I never did nothing for you. Don't say I ain't never did nothing. I almost saved your life. Oh no, I didn't. I identity is funny. This episode, this episode came to me because I was at work. I work around a lot of. I'm gonna use the word queer because I identify as a queer person. I work with a lot of queer people, and there was a little controversy. There was a little controversy because at the bar in the restaurant I work at, there was a I feel so like bad because it's called like a gay rights flag. And I guess me identifying as a gay person, I don't have a flag. I don't know what my flag would look like. Like I'm my flag. That was me like in the wind. Oh yes. Yes. There was a flag. The flag was for identifying as gay. Or I don't know, because she's a lesbian. So was it like a lesbian flag specifically, a gay flag specifically? My mom always said that I should ask more questions. I'm getting there, mom. I'm getting there. Give me time. Give me time. Um, um. So the owner, the owner of the restaurant or somebody subsequent HR somebody sent an email like, "Hey, bar staff, you can't have that flag. Like we can have a meeting or something, but you can't have it." And then the person whose flag it was sent to or sent like message to other people and was like, "Hey, they trying to make me take down the flag. They don't like gay people." Bam. And then they have a meeting about it and all this stuff. And in my mind, a person who is like, "I'm just here to get my money. I'm just here to get my money." Truly, truly, I don't want y'all to know me for real. I don't even want to have a conversation with y'all. I'm just here to get my money. I'm like, I am I am too a gay person. I am I identify with this. Does this affect me? Does this affect me and my identity? Does this affect how I'm choosing to go through the world? Like, and I've also been in conversation with people recently about how being in spaces that make you uncomfortable just for the sake of community is not really being in community. Because why are you somewhere that makes you uncomfortable? Like, for example, if I continue to go somewhere after voicing to somebody that I don't like it here or that this place makes me feel unsafe, why do I keep going back? That doesn't make any sense, right? So, if I'm a gay person who works in a space where gay people are not liked, they're used. They're used just like black people were used for slavery. Have me in your house cooking your food, but don't even like me. I'm here, I'm serving you, but you don't actually like me. Why am I here? Right? And I guess this can be asked on both sides because I am a host, so I'm like the first person that people see when they come into this restaurant. But there are people who literally don't speak to me. There are people who will walk past me and not say anything to my face, and that feels just a little tiny smidgen, like a lot of tiny smidgen, disrespectful. Like, you don't like me. Like, I am just here as a thing to be used for the benefit of getting money to this white person. Okay, I've kind of went off on a tangent, but that incident kind of made me question, only from a gay perspective, am I actually wanted here? The answer is probably not, actually. Like, I'm replaceable. This is capitalism. Remember this, replaceable. But for my integrity, for my personal beliefs, is this a place that I actually want to be? Because they don't like gay people, or we cannot express that we are gay. We just have to be person. We just have to be worker. We just have to be number on a page that gets a paycheck. Like, here you cannot have identity. You cannot be yourself here. You must be worker 63725. And that doesn't sit well with me anywhere. I've also recently been told to make myself marketable and palatable for more people, and that also doesn't sit well with me because that's asking me to lessen myself or to diminish myself or not to live in my full self. And I think I have a problem with that also because just a lot of my life I have done a lot of compromising and a lot of allowing other people to bull them to be them words, allowing other people to be their full self and to live in their 100% self at the detriment of me not doing that, or at the detriment of me feeling like I cannot do that. And I guess maybe that's a me thing, just, realizing I can do whatever the fuck I want because I am. Oh, even saying that feels so freeing. I can do whatever the fuck I want because I am. On I think it's been a week, but on last Thursday, I I was like doing something on my phone and somehow, no, this was Friday or Saturday, but Snoop Dogg dropped an album on last Thursday, the 15th. And yes, on Thursday, and it just somehow popped up on my phone the next day. Like, I opened up my phone, Snoop Dogg's album was right there staring at me. And I was like, you know what the fuck? I'm gonna listen to it, right? Now, I don't know what I was expecting, and I know I've heard Snoop Dogg West Coast songs prior to this weekend, but also with all of this recent imagery of Snoop Dogg living his best fucking life at the Olympics, or just being on all these commercials and hanging out with Martha Stewart and, all the things that Snoop Dogg does. I'm sorry, the crane looks so peaceful over there. Hey, crane, how you doing? Oh, it's moving. Um, but just Snoop Dogg being himself has gotten him so motherfucking far. Snoop Dogg being himself, cursing, fucking bitches, smoking weed, drinking, being a black man. Like, Snoop Dogg is being himself and living his best motherfucking life, and he done been being himself. And I think that's kind of, I'm scared to be myself 100%. I am a little bit scared to live in my full identity and be what that is, because even I can say there is a touch of me. It feels weird to like say it out loud, but like truly, there's a touch of me that is like a little scared of being gay. And weirdly, I low key feel more scared of being gay than I am of being black. You know how like white passing people would pass as white? I feel like I'm just a straight passing little queer girl. But that's because I kind of have been all of my life. But like, I've just been truly scared at multiple times in my life to be fully 100% myself. That's also funny. Like, my mom asked me if I was going to tell my dad about the girl that I'm seeing. And I was like, actually, I don't know. I don't know. Also, my uncle on my dad's side asked me like if I had a love interest, and I was like, yeah, no, no. And I'm like, right now there are tears forming in my eyes, and I'm really trying not to cry. And also, little side note, I hate, like, not I hate, but when I tell people about my podcast, I also must feel like I should add in the disclaimer. I be crying a little. Tears come out my eyes and I cry and I talk. So this is just really a diary. But yeah. Uh but I feel like I should because that's me living in my truth. That's me living in my full 100% identity. And it's like if you don't like that, and I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? What's the worst that's gonna happen? My dad not gonna talk to me? I've been through that before. No, you're not falling again. Okay, I can change the way that you are though. Different scenery. Um, I kind of love that I don't like editing because I mean, all of this will be in there. Yeah, and if you want to see visuals, find me on YouTube because this is my first visual episode. Woo! And I think it's so funny. Like, I was nervous. I was nervous because in my mind, this had to look a certain way and this had to be like other people's podcasts that they do when they're out in the world. But no, no, I'm a girl. I make TikToks, so this is just a really long TikTok to me, turned sideways. Like, so this is enjoyable to me. I hope you enjoy that I'm like walking around and being expressive because this is what it looks like to talk to me. If we were having a conversation, this is what it would look like, and that's how I want it to feel. I want it to feel like a conversation. Yeah. Um, I also really liked Snoop Dogg's album. Like, let's not play. It was good. It made me go listen to his other albums, and I haven't made it all the way through. And I want to re-listen to Doggy Style, like really listen to it because I had it playing while I was like driving around, and I had other people in my car also. So like we were having conversations and stuff like that. So I wasn't truly like into it. But I want to give Doggy Style the same attention that I gave Is It a Crime? That's the name of the album, and it was good. I like the like Sade sample at the beginning, and yeah, really good. Um, Also, Snoop and well, I don't recall it in the most hello ducks. I don't. Okay, so I'm back. I'm in my car, and I had to. I'm on my iPad. I'm happy I left it in the car. I mean, yeah. Oh, it's almost 2 o'clock. God damn it! Time just be flying. Mm. I think. Oh, my bad. I think I was still talking about Snoop Dogg, but I think the main point was gotten. Or maybe not. Snoop Dogg. I'm sorry. I just drank water and it's like going down very weird. And now I have the hiccups. Oh Lord. But Snoop Dogg is very marketable because he is himself. And I guess identity is established when you are being yourself. So you should just be yourself all the time. It's very synchronous. I feel like all of my words are coming the words that I wrote them down for a reason. I also wrote down another word. This is a good pivot point. I wrote down the word refine because hmm okay, we're going to read the definitions. Refine. To reduce to a pure state, to purify. The second one, to remove by purifying. And the third one, to free from coarse, unsuitable, or immoral characteristics. Oh, these third definitions, they be going hard. To free from coarse, unsuitable, or immoral characteristics. So to refine is to fall more into your identity. I I was speaking about something. I've been making these, like, I've been calling them real updates to the vlog. I don't know if that's ever gonna see the light of day, but I've been vlogging my life for myself the past couple months, and I think it really is funny to see myself become myself by the purification of the things that I interact with, or the things that I do with my body, or the things that I put into my body. I'm really trying to I am refining my being, refining my identity. Yeah. I am refining the persisting characteristics of my being, of my entity. And I guess my visual for refine was like if something is like has is like jagged on the edges, to refine would be to smooth out those jagged edges. And I guess with that visual, that almost sounds like, boo, why would you do that? Like, I'm not gonna say that. But yes, these, I don't know, this is my struggle because it's like those jagged edges really make me who I am, you know? And I guess going back to someone saying that I should be more marketable and more palatable, I understand that the refinement is losing my jagged edges that make me feel like myself. And I don't, and I guess I'm only 25, so I don't know if that comes with age, refinement comes with age, but I'm not ready to fully refine. I guess I'm asking, will I ever have to fully refine? Is that a part of the game? Hmm. I don't know. In my numerology reading that I filmed earlier, I spoke about how you could either, because today is a 9 day, so you could either get to that by 36 or by 18. And the 36 was this path of, or is this path of mastery, because 3 and 6 speak of your foundation. So, like, they think of the Trinity 369. You have your beginning, your middle, and your end. And they speak of this, like, now that we're at the end of this specific 9 day cycle, speaks of either like knowing where you're going, living your true authentic self, or having to reset your intentions. The 18, reset your intentions in order to adjust to the path of mastery. I was about to be like, is mastery even the goal? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But what does that look like? What does mastery look like? I don't know. Enjoy the journey. That's mastery. Enjoying the journey and doing things that I don't have the answer. I guess I just have the first part, to enjoy the journey. Yeah. This looks so dirty. I mean, it is dirty. Very dirty. Oh, is my phone on? My phone is on. I guess this episode is like 30 something minutes now, 40 maybe. Oh, I think I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say, and if I do, I'll come back because I can do that. Yeah, I'm Dime. I thank you for listening to me, and I hope that you engage with this like a conversation. So let me know what your identity is or how you've come to find that. How you've come to find you. Yeah, leave it in the comments, message me on Instagram. My Instagram is I'm Dime. It's IMDIME. I'll leave it down below. Um yeah, until next episode, remember to fuck them people. Keep your motherfucking peace and be you all the time because you are motherfucking amazing. I love you.